Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another HMR's 4 replay. Spawn on the top side as the blue French, we have Smooth Operator. Spawn on the bottom left side as the cyan Chinese, we have CrackedyHere. So me going for a bit of wood there. And I was going to be collecting up those sheep up here. We do have, let's see, just collecting sheep and not collecting a bit of gold as well there. Let's see, French versus Chinese. Chinese, of course, have access to Zinchnoon Feudal Age versus the Royal Knight. The common French composition is Archer, Royal Knight. So going for a Spearman and Zinchnoon will likely be a good combination, if not Spearman and Horseman. Horseman to overrun those archers. And then just have Spearman to chase the cavalry to the ends of the earth. Which is right around here. Or here. School of Cavalry now being plotted on the field. Imperial Academy as well. We're going to collect up these sheep. And the first Royal Knight is on the build queue. Imperial Academy is halfway complete. We probably will need to see out barracks relatively soon. He knows he's fighting against the French. The chance of him fighting against Royal Knights is incredibly likely. But right now he has not pulled out barracks yet. Which I am a little bit concerned about that because he's fighting against the French. You know you're going to be fighting against Royal Knights. And you already know what when he got his feudal age before you, so chance of you finding a Royal Knight on your doorstep is very soon. And when I say very soon, I mean right about now. We got a line of palisade walls over here. The blue scout, that's another Royal Knight, is somewhere. That's Cyan Scout. Granted, the Chinese town center does have access to hand cannoneer slit, which is much more effective versus the French Royal Knights and regular arrows. We got now the Vatican of the Sun, the Barbican, however you pronounce the damn thing, of the Sun being plotted on the field, trying to keep this area secure. Trying to charge on forward. These villagers need to get back out of there. Scout does eat both those hits. Very, very good. Good scout placement there. Now it's going to try to get some regular sword hits there. Scout now seeing quite a bit of damage right there and does take out the scout. You can't really build that. There's still these Royal Knights in the region. And does pick up that one. He really should just cool off trying to build the Bardic in the Sun. He's probably not going to try to torch it down. So you can leave it alone for a bit. We got another Royal Knight here. Still no barracks on the field. He is blowing off the other side over here. Very nice with a lot of villagers. Does have enough wood for a barracks. There's the barracks finally. But he's going to be being hit by multiple Royal Knights. One villager so far killed. 5th Royal Knight on the build queue. And none of these Royal Knights are actually quite wounded. He needs to go for chivalry a little bit early. Just so he gets some good health regen. In fact, maybe pull back those severely wounded ones. So you can keep them stored away when you get your chivalry to get them some good health regen. Vatican of the Sun trying to be on field. Does get a good stab there. Does not follow up. He does get early textiles. Very, very good. And now here comes the Spearman. Only one Spearman that can be easy overwhelmed. Good hand cannon slits it onto these Royal Knights. There's currently 5 on the field, 6 on the way. And the French players are going to take an opportunity to fish all these fishies. Bardican of the Sun is almost complete, which helps him secure up this region. He also has access to this backline wood line, while these 2 front ones are being collected up first. Got a tiny wood deer deposit here, some forest puppers. And we've got these fishies now being collected up by 6 villagers. He could throw some more mills up here. He does have great feudal control at the moment. Now, we do have chivalry being researched. Very nice. It's a good idea to go for that sooner rather than later in this current situation, because a lot of these knights are severely wounded. And once this gets complete, it will pay for itself. And very quickly. We do have a second stable now on the field. More housing. Very nice. Let's see, there's about 4 Royal Knights. I would say about 2 Royal Knights worth of health that needs to be regenerated. That will basically be 240 times 2. So yeah, Getting all these guys healed up back to max health would pay for that upgrade in the amount of cost of the Royal Knights. He's trying to replace that burning fence there with a palisade wall. He will succeed. More villagers being brought on the front line to collect up these fishies. Going for another mill here as well. These sheep have been almost completely collected. Sign does go for more walls over here, and just only this area has an opening. He's trying to create another opening there. That's a good number of spearmen here to keep these Royal Knights back. At this point in time, the French player needs to start eyeing for some additional archers, but right now he's just going for mass Royal Knight, which can overwhelm these spearmen, but of course does need to get these guys much needed healing. Additionally, if he's going to try to overwhelm the spearmen as well, he needs to make sure he doesn't charge in, but doesn't move order forward. It may be a good idea to go for the line formation as well. The wider formation could allow him to get the encircle quicker. Now we do have an archer range now being put on the field. Very nice. Let's see. Neither player looks going to be eyeing for a second town center anytime soon. Let's take out one of the spearmen there. Try and torch down some more of these walls there. The scout is in this region, so it does spot these spearmen. Royal Knight advancing over here. And does get a great spear brace there. Now some of these Royal Knights are starting to go down. Spearmen. It's hard to say who's winning. We got 8 spearmen left versus the 9 Royal Knights. Sign will lose. Needs to hit that wounded one. Does take out that wounded one there. Taking out individual Royal Knights, preventing them from escaping. If he gets that one, no, he does not get that one. He does lose about half of his Royal Knights, which is probably still, even though the Chinese player lost the fight, the French lost more, I believe. The Chinese player hasn't really been producing as many villagers, or not villagers, spearmen, and compared to his opponents building Royal Knights. He needs to continue building them. He's starting to go for the next age. The astronomical clock tower is pretty standard, and maybe actually go for the other one, Imperial. What's it called? The Imperial. Not Imperial Academy, but the Imperial something, because he may need the improved spotting range at this moment in time, as opposed to having access to the siege works. We got a good number of fishies being collected out here. He is going to go for an outpost just in case. Let's see, how many villagers here? 15, a significant number of villagers. I do now have Castle Age. He needs to get out the veteran spearman research, as well as just more spearmen. He's deploying out some lancers. I know it's the astronomical clock tower. I'm referring to the other landmark. The one that gives access to the base as a lighthouse. I can't remember that one. Not Imperial Academy, Imperial Palace? I think it was called Imperial Palace, yeah. I think that landmark would be better than astronomical clock tower at this moment, because I think the spotting range would be much more useful. He's fighting against Royal Knights, and the improved siege weapons are not going to be useful in this current situation. Royal Knights advancing forward, trying to engage the scout. And starting to torch down the palisade wall now. He's going to need to send a couple villagers there to get it repaired up. I think that's what I'm trying to do right now. Save quite a bit of damage. Or just trying to build another line of palisade walls. He does have it completely ghosted. It'll take a bit of time to get it built. He's trying to focus on some of the wounded ones, or not fully built ones. He does go ahead and get that built. This one, Royal Knight will escape on forward, but we'll receive a couple hand cannoneer slits there. We'll receive the damage. He's just trying to go for lancers and engage the Royal Knights head on. Does have a good number of archers here. I still believe he should supplement his force with some spearmen. Those right now doesn't have the highest food income. Let's push him forward, trying to get damage. Does spot a crossbow. Crossbow's gonna be useful as well. And it's very choky. The Lancer should be able to hold the line quite well. Scout even pulled out his sword. And a Scout does go down. Let's get some damage there. We got the Royal Knights now moving down south. There's nothing significant there other than this gold deposit. Currently we have 7, soon to be 8 Lancers with 17 Royal Knights. And he's not advanced to the next stage yet, nor is he close to the moment. Going to some veteran or hardened spearman research. I won't say veteran, but yet he does not have that age yet. He's going for a number of spearmen here. He's going to try to secure up the central fish. It's a lot of fish that the French players need to collect. Lancers and Royal Knights now engaging. Good crossbow hits there. Crossbows are going to be focused down. One time does have to evacuate the crossbow into the house there. Villagers do escape into the village as well. I don't think any villagers went down. I think only the Royal Knights have gone down so far. Now they're going to try to run away. Let's get inside the Vatican of the Sun. And that was not a great engagement by the French player. Now the Chinese player is in great position. He has a smaller army, but a higher quality army, especially one that can engage this one a bit more reasonably. Spearman now makes forward. We'll get some damage down on these Lancers. The Spearman will do some good damage there. Spearman, I'm not sure why they're falling back. Crossbows need to get here, up here, and start getting some fire support. Does get a good hit there onto some of these Royal Knights. Spearman do get some spear braces there. Some of these Lancers are trying to go down to these Spearmen. Archers now mixing on in, trying to get some good hits on these crossbows. Overall, not a great engagement there. A large number of these Royal Knights have gone down. Just one remaining. One on the map, one on the build queue. Crossbows see a bit of fire there. Hand cannoneer slip does get some damage there. Does charge attack in there. And the Royal Knight does eat a lot of that damage, which is actually good for the rest of that force, taking a lot less damage there. Palace Guards will be a good item. Palace Guard mixed in with maybe some archers wouldn't hurt. And at this point in time, more crossbows not going to be useful. He's going for some Zunch News. That would be a good item for these spearmen and archers. Though mixing in regular archers would not hurt as well. They do have a little bit extra range. Oop, these villagers trying to get away. Lancers, Palace Guards, crossbows trying to defend these villagers. Does save the villagers. But the Lancers will go down. Palace Guards trying to fall back with them. Crossbows receiving a bit of hits there by the archers. Let's get inside the town center as well. And now he is in the middle of everything, which he's going to get ripped apart by the various defenses around. There's a palisade walls there, so he's right now backed himself into a corner. Though Science can't really flush him out yet. Looks like there's still some garrison inside the village there. I do have the veteran Zishnu research. He could take a swipe at these villagers, but Giant just to run away. Knights is charging forward, does get some charge attacks there. Crossbows engaging, no Zishnu's in this mix just yet. And so we got the town set fire coming on in. Does get a charge attack there, does get a villager, does get inside the village there. The rest of these archers will be cleaned up by these Lancers and Palace Guards. Now I do have a Clock Tower Nest of Bees, which will go and be useful. Now going to be useful against his opponent's more infantry-based composition. He's now getting out some more Royal Knights, has some archers, a couple spearmen. So overall, Palace Guards will still be good, so I think a mix of Palace Guard, Spearmen, and throw some Zunch in would be half bad. Right now, if he upgrades the Zunch with a lot of damage, they will actually do some significant damage even versus those Royal Knights. Blue has too much gold. Let's see, what is he? Yep, he has too much gold being collected at the moment. He just only needs 600 age up, and as well as to invest in some units, but that's far too much at the moment. I think, yeah, he just used the market, bought a lot of food, now going for the Royal Institute. Got this force advancing forward. Does find the volley there. Gets good damage there. But I think Science Force will get overran. Got some more crossbows and Palace Guards advancing forward. Clock Tower SB receiving a bit of fire, but nothing to really hard counter it. Another clock tower and SB is firing away. Gets a good volley there onto the Royal Knight. The Zinch is firing away. Does have 6 damage at the moment, so do 3 damage each per arrow against these Royal Knights. Finds a good volley there, taking out those spearmen. He doesn't focus on the wounded one just yet. Next, SB does got that higher health one. The wounded one does escape on out there. Crossbow hitting some of these villagers. No textiles just yet. Royal Knight charging forward. Does get taken out by the nested bees. And the other Royal Knight does take out a crossbow. Sign has a very small force in the field, getting out more archers, palace guards, and lancers. Both sides have had no additional townsmen just yet, but Blues have been doing a great job of maximizing economy by picking up all these fishies. He does have the first level of economic research, food, wood, and gold, while his opponent only has food. He also has wheelbarrow, while his opponent doesn't. We got hack damage ×2 for the French player. I think he just... Wait, how did he get that so quickly? Because... just got... Feudal Age, or in Castle Age, how did he get the hack damage level 2 so quickly? Maybe it's just a bug in the replay. We got 1 crossbow, 1 Zinchdu, 2 palace guards, 2 royal knights. A lot of infrastructure here, not a lot of fish remain. Just these 4 deposit fish, which could be collected up somewhat safely. Sign's not going for a wheelbarrow. And now got the mill, now seems to fire. You're trying to mill that fish he collected into some fish oil pills to supplements. We got a handful of lancers that may be trying to eye for a bit of harassment. Okay, that little cyan dot I see there, there's just a little bit of water there, swamp water, so I got confused by that. But we do got a line of palisade walls all across the back line for the French player. I got these Royal Knights trying to make another breach. Still does not have... Oh, now he's getting a couple of spearmen, at least a spearman. Got a good number of crossbows out, as well as palace guards. He needs to start protecting this palisade gate. Going for the veteran spearman research now. Collecting up these berries along the flank. There's a good amount of berries in this region. Palisade gate does go down. Now there's a lot of exposed villagers here for these knights to charge forward and take out. Got spearman advancing forward. Nest Bees finds an okay volley down those veteran royal knights. They do have royal bloodlines research, so it does give them 310 health, which is a significant amount. These Royal Knights are going to be very hard to kill in Castle Wages with the extra health there. Let's get a good charge back there, taking out 1 villager and 1 with crossbows. Finds a good damage there with the Nest of Bees, slowly whittling down these Royal Knights. These Royal Knights have been cleaned up, but do have this sizable force here. It's a bit of a mix of everything force, including some Arbaletiers. Archers, spearmen, arbaletiers, a single man at arms, 2 royal knights, and that was Science Monk that just walked on by. He just realized as well. He could try to go for conversions, but it's not going to be successful. He fails the charge, but still guns him down. Over here, royal knights find another breach there. Royal Imperial official does gun down. Another monk goes down as well. Crossbows being overwhelmed. Nest Bees find a volley there on these Royal Knights. Got this various infrastructure now going down as well. Sign has pulled out granary here, trying to get his food up and going. Let's get a good charge attack there. And some of these villagers will go down. Blue has killed 13 villagers. Sign's only killed 3. Sign still has a superior number of villagers. Looks like overall he's doing a better job of maxing out his villagers. Both sides still appear to be on one town center production for villagers. Most of the fish has been cleaned up on the center of the map. That means the French player will need to start the transition to some other forms of economy or go to some berries on the map. There's still a berry deposit here, so that's going to give him find some time to transition to farms. We're all nice to see a bit of fire there. Going for another line of palisade walls there. Relic being claimed as well. Science picked up one and has another already stored away. Lancers and Palace Guards advancing on forward. You have some spring gold placements here. Men arms or Royal Knights do see a bit of fire there. Try and charge him forward. Does get a siege workshop right there. This mixed force has broken on through. We got a good number of villagers here exposed. 2 relics are inside this monster. Picks one up, goes for conversion. Was unsuccessful, but good attempt. He still has a couple of monks on the field. One to build queue. Blue does fall back. Looks like Blue did lose a couple of Royal Knights there. Try to get some good damage onto these Royal Knights. Of course, they could just fall back and stay out of combat, get some health regen. Blue's mixed force is still over here. Doesn't have siege engineers. If you get siege engineers, you can pull out some batter rams. Blue's not going for the spring goals here, trying to pick off those clock tower nest of bees. Signs berries are being cleaned on up. He's trying to go for these berries once again, even going for an outpost as well. The last of these fish are being claimed. The last of that fish has just been claimed. There's like a couple deposits of fish just left, not a whole lot. These villagers will go through them very quickly. Got these Royal Knights pushing way forward. Do have a handful of spearmen in this army. 7. Out of 7 he has deployed on the field. Going for another wood upgrade. He does have 2 food, soon to be 2 wood, and 1 mining. Over here do have... It's the same thing. Zadok Doggo gains some bites onto these villagers who try and collect up some of these forest puppers. Royal Knights are trying to find another opportunity. He's trying to hit that gold deposit, but he's not currently collecting. There's good gold and stone deposit over here. And that wolf is still getting some bites on in. Right now, Sign does have a larger military force on the field. If you look down here, his force is slightly higher quality. More wolf bites here. He does get all the fish collected in the center of the map. That's a good amount of fish now for a good amount of food for Blue. But of course, that also means now he is going to be hitting a wall without that fish. He's trying to go for those berries. These villagers are all going to go down to these knights. Let's take out a couple of them there. Knight's going to be falling back slow, getting a nice little strike there. He is slightly ahead in village reduction at the moment. Good little strike there. And he will go and take the opportunity to take a swipe at these forces as well. Blue's also stopped the sacred site being captured. He has the central sacred site there. Nothing touched with this one over here. Still some wolf bites there. That wolf may have actually killed a villager off. We got wolf bites over here as well. Now we do have Imperial Academy for Blue. Iron increases production. Sign. If he can destroy Blue's army, he's able to get a bit more food control. But right now, he's just been corralled back in his home. He's getting an opportunity to collect up these berries and the fish. The berries are all cleaned up as well. He is eyeing for more granaries. He may want to get some more wood out for more granaries. We got another line of palisade walls here. Blue has gotten textiles. Trying to collect up some of these forest puppers, but they will be denied. There's a lot of fire coming on them. And actually, no, Science still has a good amount of villagers. Blue must have been really neglecting his village production. Got this force now gauging. Good number of blue spring gulls has go down. Clockhouse spring gulls still remains. I don't see any more clocktower nested bees on up here. Royal Knights slowly being picked apart by these crossbow force. It does have some archers mixed in as well. Got these force push on in. Looks like Blue does lose his army here. That's going to be a massive loss for Blue. Cyan has a massive force on the field, and that was a large number of Royal Knights going down as well. They're taking their time to go through all this infrastructure because it's mostly a ranged force. We also have a handful of spring golden placements here. Blue all needs to get out some mangonels to deal with this force right now. Only has one spring god on the field. Going for some man-at-arms. Man-at-arms will not be useful versus this opponent who has a large number of crossbows. Has a good number of arbaletiers, which will be useful versus the palace guards. Let's see, is what's back here for production? Not a whole lot back there in production, just a single archer range, a handful of barracks. You can go for gambesons to give archers more hack armor, +5 hack armor. More of these Royal Knights engage these forces. They are able to overrun these palace guards. Not enough spearmen in that region. Man-at-arms trying to engage these forces as well. Arbaletiers being focused down as well. Mangonel finds a deadly hit there in that ranged force. Mangonel trying to find another hit. Palace guard trying to engage him. You may want to eye for this force here, but he may have trouble spotting it. And then Mangonel does go down. Blue has a lot of wood here. He may want to take time to build up a lot of infrastructure to start building up his force, because he's going to lose all the central production. Blue's now eyeing for a keep and production over here. You can always boil a keep over here to get the production as well. And besides, it's going to take time to decapture such a sacred site there, reverting the sacred site victory. Right now, the military force is 65 versus 12. Not a lot for Blue at the moment. He needs more arbaletiers. He does have arbaletiers being queued up way over here. Or not, or it's the archer ranges, not necessarily anything inside of those. That's going to take time to collect up this gold deposit. This is a forward gold deposit more inside of the map, so he will deny this gold to his opponent. This gold deposit still can be claimed by either side, though. Cyan's now eyeing for a forward keep in order to claim this stone deposit. There's 800 stone remaining. Palace guard hacking parts of some of these villagers. He does have textiles. Crossbows here to support them as well. And here comes horsemen to overrun these crossbows in no time. He's got one more villager before going down, and now will be shanked to death by these horsemen. Sacred site not being decaptured by Cyan. Does take out the monk there. Mangonel finds a great hit there. Royal Knight turning forward, horsemen as well. They need to focus on those palace guards. Let's get a good hit there on the palace guards. He has to save those Mangonels. Mangonels start hitting some of this range forces. The palace guards are too close. Gets a great hit down those crossbows. He does hit the. Oh, does take out. I think that was a spring bolt that went down. Mangonel's trying to push his way forward. We've got some bannermen now pleading their way forward. More Royal Knights here. And these Mangonels are charging forward. I'm not sure what that order is, but they get annihilated by those melee forces there. Very poor control by Blue. Veterans trying to push way forward, hitting the school of cavalry. Royal Knights charging forward as well. There's a good number of crossbows here, though. So they will be going to versus Royal Knights, but not necessarily versus Horsemen. But there's too many there for Blue to really push forward. And get some good damage. There's a handful of Spearmen here, which will hold the line for Cyan. Now Cyan's eyeing for another 4 to keep. He needs to get this battering ram out of the way. And will still be interrupted there by that battering ram. Battering ram needs to get out of there. School Cavalry now getting hit. He does lose both of his forward archer ranges there, so that's a worry on back on these stables there for production. But Royal Knights are not exactly fast building, how are they? They're currently at 21 seconds. I suppose they are improved by the School of Cavalry, reduced by 20%. And this crossbow is now preventing the placement of the castle there, and now the keep is going up. Battery ram is cleaving the way forward. So that's a good gold income there. Got these range forces severely damaged. Maganel's firing a good volley there. Does take out the rest of those, most of those range forces there. The same handful of crossbow, archer, and Zinchanu. Finds the rest of them there with that volley. Royal Knights now trying to hit those melee forces there. School of Cavalry has gone down. Its effects are still active. Battering ram does go down, but now with the keep here, it does have the hand cannoneer slits, which provides a mass amount of damage versus these Royal Knights. Don't need battering rams or trebuchets to deal with that keep, not necessarily these Royal Knights. There's a good attack there. There's still at least one spearman. Villagers was shanked there as well. Trying to deal with these battering rams now. The Royal Institute and the primary town center is right here, so if it destroys both these structures, it's game over for Blue. Gets a good attack over there. He's out of gold. He has plenty of gold. He should be buying food. He could potentially utilize those berries on those mills, get any sort of income. He still looks like now eyeing for this stone deposit. And Blue does back out of the game now. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay.